Alright, so today we're going to be reacting to Gumball versus The Voice here. Everything we need to know about Gumball Season 7 by the Roundtable. Child, I don't understand why they didn't just drop the Gumball movie after Season 6. I'm assuming, I guess they didn't want the show to end. They wanted to keep it going. Hopefully this wait be worth it when it comes to Season 7. I'm hoping this season is going to be good. I'm sure it'll address the Void thing, and y'all know how the last episode of Gumball ended, so hopefully they address that. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Let's watch. June 25th. Oh, that was the last episode. Right. They have to address this. Y'all
This
can't
is how
just...
the amazing world of Gumball ended
leave
6
us like
years
that.
ago. An unceremonious cliffhanger.
This
that
show
on
ended
its
6
own
years ago and we
was
still
pretty
ain't getting no damn movie.
unsatisfying. The whole thing pretty much banking on some sort of continuation, which we're finally getting this year with the amazing world of Gumball Season 7. Now that it
So
feels
it's supposed
like
to drop
this
this
season is
year.
right around the corner, I thought it'd be nice to unpack everything we know about it, from how many episodes it'll be, and what they'll be about, to how it'll tie up loose ends with the end of Season 6
Right.
and The Void. Will this long-awaited return to television live up to the hype? To all of the immense
I did not know this man was black.
Let's talk about it. So first things first, this is a continuation
because I
of
haven't
the original
seen
show
this channel
instead
in a
of
while.
a sequel, like what was originally
This is a
planned.
continuation,
We had
not
the
a series.
internet-breaking
Oh, okay.
reveal of the Gumball movie and a new series that was built off of that movie. But long story short, things fell through, and the movie entered an indefinite hiatus. It's pretty obvious that since the movie is on hold and thus compromises the original,
Did it even start on the
story,
movie?
the powers
That's a
that
real
be decided
question.
that it's much easier to just produce another season of the show and go from there. Which personally, I think is the right call. Do I want the movie? Of course. Do I think the franchise as a whole should
What if we
stay
don't get it,
frozen
y'all?
in time until they can get the movie rolling? Nope, not at all.
Did they even...
Time is precious,
Whatever.
and 6 years off the air is already
6
a
years
pretty
is
long
crazy.
gap. That said, we aren't just talking about a handful of episodes to tide fans over.
Like, where the
Season
fuck is the
7 of
movie at?
Gumball, like most seasons, is coming out the gate guns blazing with reportedly 40 brand new episodes.
Okay,
That's
period.
40 11-minute segments, unless they decide
I'll
to
be
throw in a
tuned
half hour
in.
somewhere, as those take up 2 episode slots in production. And although they've been working on this season for a while, I wouldn't expect all 40 episodes
Damn,
to
I don't even
drop
got
this
cable no
year.
more. Are they
Of
gonna...
course, of Cartoon Network,
How I'ma
it'd
watch
make more
it?
sense to get
They better
like
put it on
quarter
Hulu or
or
something.
half of the episodes this year, and then the rest
I ain't got
next
no
year.
cable to watch
They're gonna
on
milk this
Cartoon
season
Network.
for all it's worth, and if they decide to pick it up for more, trickling out the episodes they have ready is a staple move for the network. That way the gap between this season and the next season won't be that big. If it even airs on Cartoon Network proper. We know it'll premiere on cable in Latin America and South Korea, as they're marketing the new season in a promo full of premieres for the year, but it remains to be seen where it'll wind up in the States. Viewership on
Just put it
cable
on
has
Hulu.
plummeted to new lows, and streaming is king. But at the same
Nobody
time,
is watching
Max has
cable
pretty much
anymore.
abandoned animation, removing a ton of Cartoon Network shows, including Gumball, which is alarming because they used to have a Next Day on Max rollout for their shows. I'm assuming the new season will still find its way onto TV, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw episodes released in drops on a platform like Hulu first. Which has
Right,
become
just
the
drop
new
it on
home for
Hulu. That's
Cartoon
where
Network
everything
shows,
else at.
despite already being the home before Max was even in the picture. Time is a flat circle, ain't it? But yeah, just some food for thought. Back to the episodes though, it seems like the show is going to address the ending of season 6 by doing what they done in previous seasons, slowly build up to an answer, and frustrating the audience in the process. Because our first episode back won't be some reworked version of the movie that explains all the lore. It'll be about monopolies and the struggle of eating healthy in a fast food dominated world. You see, Gumball had a huge presence last year at Annecy Festival, where attendees received a sneak peek of the season premiere, The Burger. To quote Toon Hive, the burger follows Gumball and Darwin trying to eat healthier, but every store in town is owned by a character named Mr. Bilderberg.
That's the first episode?
The episode starts
Oh.
as Miss Simeon tries to show the damages of eating Joyful Burger. So yeah, doesn't sound too different from what Gumball evolved to in its later seasons. Lots of social commentary and satire.
Maybe they'll address
mixed
the
with
void at the end. I don't
stories.
know.
I saw someone call Gumball.
I think when the show comes back, okay. I think when the episodes air, like at the beginning, they're not gonna. Obviously, nobody knows what happened to Rob just then because everyone was gone. So I'm pretty sure this season, like the beginning, they're just gonna continue on with their daily lives, and maybe at the end of the season they'll address it. I don't know. That's just a thought. I don't know. I could be wrong.
A kid-friendly Eric Cartman the other day, and yeah, I guess Gumball does have a lot of episodes where it feels like South Park for kids. Judging by the titles for the first 26 episodes, we may be getting stories about addictive brain rot apps, speedrunning, astrology, long-distance relationships, or social distancing, and so much more. A lot of these titles are too vague to pinpoint the exact topic, but I think those are pretty obvious. I'm dying to know which angle Gumball's about to approach astrology from. Is Gumball
about to
into
drag
it because
y'all
he
ass.
thinks his relationship is on the rocks? Is Darwin trying to impress a girl with astrology? Or
Y'all know
is
Gumball be
Penny
throwing
into
shade.
it and Gumball tries to understand it to improve their relationship, only to become obsessed with it in the process? Whatever it may
Oh,
be,
God.
you know that episode's going to hit when it's spliced up into 12 different TikTok clips. Still, I expect a lot of the early episodes of the season to beat around the bush and allude to Elmore getting engulfed by the void at the end of the Inquisition. But
I thought they gonna
without
address that at the
direct
end of the
acknowledgement
season.
until at least episodes 12 and 13, which are titled The Portrait and The Cancellation
Maybe, I don't know.
Patient,
We'll see.
both of which should raise an eyebrow. The Portrait calls to mind Banana Barbara's clairvoyant ability.
Oh, yeah, that
how
bitch
she's able to paint future
predicted
events,
shit.
like Rob falling into the void in the finale, and a yet-to-be-seen incident where the Watersons are stranded in
Yeah,
the
y'all-
void.
they gotta
Something
address
was
that.
likely set up for the
When we
movie,
getting that?
but will be handled here instead.
We'll
the
see.
cancellation Gation also seems to be very void-esque, as the void is a space where the mistakes of the universe and irrelevant concepts reside. With the finale being centered around Rob trying to prevent Elmore's assimilation to the void, it's easy to view it as an allegory for cancellation. If a show gets canceled, its world ends up in the void. And I guess Rob thought if he could revamp the Amazing World of Gumball into a live-action series, they could evade such a fate. Also explains why the movie was supposed to be followed up with a new show. It could have been a meta plot point where the citizens of Elmore could only escape if they created a new world, aka a new series to call home. Super has these two episodes are directly connected. Maybe the portrait will reveal that Banana Barbara prevented the void's takeover through her paintings, but something goes awry and they end up dealing with the void directly in the cancellation Gation. Or I could be completely off base, and the portrait is about Gumball having a bad photo day, and the cancellation Gation is about cancel culture. With confirmation that season 7 will tackle the void though, I'm
Maybe,
gonna choose to
maybe
remain
not.
optimistic about the Gumball team delivering
can only
answers we waited far too long for. Do you
assume.
know how many fans finished high school and college before getting closure of this thing? Too many! Last but not least though, I just wanted to point out how this will probably be our best looking season yet. Because production for Gumball never slowed down in its heyday, artists like the key animators were on a crunch. With season 7, it seems like the crew was given a lot
I don't know if
more
the
time.
animation gonna be-
Starting production
Is it gonna be the
years
same or is it
ago.
gonna be like a
Animation
little
began last
different?
year is only now wrapping up. The design phase wrapped in January, and 2D effects is wrapping up in May. Gumball has always had plenty of moments of jaw-dropping animation, but I
Maybe,
got a
maybe
feeling
not.
that this season is really going to blow everything before
I ain't
it
really worried
out of
about
the
that.
water, as they were given more time to cook. You thought you looked at Invincible Inside before? If Gumball has conquest level animation for a gag, Invincible's never being the allegations. Sorry you gotta catch a stray there, Invincible. It's not personal. But there you have it. Everything we know about Gumball Season 7. And I want to know what you guys think. Drop your takes and predictions in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe to the Roundtable notifications.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just hoping for the best. I don't really see how they can fuck this up. I didn't even know we were getting it this year. I thought they were gonna like drop it next year, but I don't know. I guess sometime, hopefully we get a release date this year and they let us know when they're gonna drop season 7 and they address the void situation in this season. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below and I'll see y'all in the next one.